A game came across our email called the Voyagers of Nera. It's described as a cooperative survival crafting game where you must survive in a magical ocean world brimming with lost spirits and deadly monsters. Sail to distant lands, build beautiful villages, and surf across the waves with up to 10 players. So, folks, I was given early access to the Voyages of Nera demo a little bit earlier than you, but you have the same exact demo I'm going to be talking about right now. The Voyages of Nera's graphics are actually really well set for the game. They fit the game almost like a glove, and they feel really good. The beaches look absolutely amazing. The lighting, the shading, the shadow casting. When you're under the water, you get kind of that greenish hue with the light coming in of the sun's in the sky. Look to it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And the game actually is not half bad on your PC. Now, the story of the game is quite interesting. It's quite mysterious because you don't really know what's going on fully, but you can pick up little remnants here and there, little pieces of lore, some leftover, scripts or journals from past other explorers. And they talk about some of the spirits, but they also kind of mention that they're hoping that they're leaving behind enough for those who come after. So it's quite a mystery what happened with the story here. Now, as far as the combat goes, this game has quite an interesting level of combat. Now, I wouldn't say that it's very smooth right now, but it looks like with a little bit more polish, the combat is going to be really smooth and a lot more fun. You can make spears, bows, swords, shields. You can have a lot of fun doing a lot of cool things, and it really makes it so when you go to level up, you can actually see all of the attributes and see what attributes do exactly what for your character, unlike some other games where they kind of make you guess, and I really appreciate that. I ended up myself making more of a might with some points in vitality and maybe 1 point in my attunement, but I hit hard, but I was super squishy. And folks, when you're fighting monsters and that sun sets, you better be ready for the fight of your life because the monsters go from partially easy to way harder. Now the monsters get harder the further you go out, but they have their own attack patterns. They can spear you, they can shoot at you, they can lob globs at you. They're a killer fish in the water, so you definitely have to be wary of the water. But don't worry, you're not totally defenseless. The game does give you the ability to earn knowledge points as you level up, and you can take these knowledge points and invest them into your knowledge tree, which again isn't a brand new idea, but they did it pretty well. Then you have base building that goes alongside with it, and the crafting benches and other things that you need to craft your tools or weapons need to be put under shelter. The base building in this game isn't super crazy complex, but it definitely can use a couple of improvements, maybe a little bit of a tutorial or a guide, because it's a little bit confusing and not very well understood how to build your first workbench to start making your tools. Now, the spirits of the game are quite interesting to talk about because they end up helping you with various tasks around your base. They can power your mana forge, they can power your kiln, they can power your boat. Like, you can assign the wind spirit to your sail to make your ship go a lot faster, or the fire spirit to your ship as well, so you do additional damage when you're shooting from the ship or fighting on the ship. But they're also adorable. Like, they are, like, you hatch them from these eggs, and like once they hatch, they sit around the spirit spring, and they just kind of enjoy themselves. They're pretty cute to look at. You can also assign yourself your own spirit to follow you around. I ended up doing the stingray one because it ended up giving me some additional healing, which was quite enjoyable. Now, speaking of the stingray, there's an entire ocean for you to explore. Once you have your boat made, which is from the knowledge tree, you can explore. And the boat takes damage, by the way, so you definitely have to be careful with it, otherwise it'll sink. But you can explore the islands around you, and the sea travel is a lot of fun. You have to jump up and hoist the sail down so you can start catching wind. Someone has to steer the rotor. Now, this is possible to do by yourself, but definitely is a lot more fun when you have a friend. And speaking of multiplayer, the demo allows you to have multiplayer from the get-go, so you can play with your friends in this game. And you know what, folks? I played with my producer, Red Falcon, for quite a while the other day, and we were having a heck of a fun time enjoying running around, exploring. We ended up finding these ruins. We were fighting these creatures. These fish jumped out of nowhere and killed Red Falcon, and I had to go dive, and he had to come back with a surfboard, which is the other thing in the tech tree that he got. And we we're both having fun trying to explore this ruin, looking for more spirits for us to unlock. Folks, this is just the beginning of the Voyages of Nera. It's just the demo. Go give it a shot so they can make this game truly what they want it to be be, which is success and an amazing game for you to play. Thank you for watching the State of Survival podcast. Ta for now.